Greeks vote to put their country on a collision course with the EU as the austerity-hating Syriza party sweeps to victory on a promise to fight Brussels over its debt deal. And after this, the euro responds by tumbling to an 11-year low, all amid uncertainty over the future of Greece and the future of the single currency. The UN Security Council is to reassemble on Monday to discuss the deadly shelling of the Ukrainian port city of Mariupol. Your worldwide news live from Moscow. This is RT International with me, Rory Sujet. From all of us here, welcome to the program. Greeks have voted to reject bitter austerity measures after the left-wing Syriza party swept to victory in the general election. And with most of the votes now counted, Syriza has come in just short of an outright majority. What was the ruling party, though, limping in a distant second. And Syriza has pledged to renegotiate Greece's massive debt and put a final end to aching austerity.
The verdict of the Greek people ends beyond any doubt the vicious circle of austerity in our country. The verdict of the Greek people, your verdict, annuls today in an indisputable fashion the bailout agreements of austerity and disaster. The verdict of the Greek people renders the Troika a thing of the past for our common European framework.
Syriza stands for the radical coalition of the left and was formed in 2004 as an umbrella group for the far left. The 40-year-old leader, Alexis Tsipras, the first ever unmarried Greek prime minister, living with his college sweetheart for the last 2 decades. Back then, they were members of the communist youth. The couple even named their youngest son Ernesto after Che Guevara. Now, Tsipras is known for his relaxed attitude. He hates wearing neckties and he likes to roar around Athens on top of a motorcycle. RT's Maria Fanoshna now reports on the very latest from the Greek capital.
It was Greece's national vote, but Syriza's victory encouraged similar parties and movements in all across Europe. Anti-austerity supporters from badly hit by the economic crisis southern countries such as Spain, Portugal, Italy, but also from Germany, from Great Britain, came here to show their solidarity with the country's new rulers. And at the same time, this encouraged and inspired Greek population, this unity with the rest of Europe. We have been able to speak to both of them. This is what they have to say.
This is the beginning of the end of austerity in Europe. The first step will be to renegotiate the debt with the Syriza government.
In Portugal, we live the same situation as in Greece. Austerity, impoverishment, inequality, and there is a big hope that with this change in Greece, there will be a change also in the other countries of the south that are victims of the same policies.
At the same time, Greek population got inspired with this unity with the rest of Europe as well.
It's the end of 5 years of social destruction. Now the Greek people have taken the situation into their own hands. That's why we're celebrating.
It can't change in one day, but we hope Syriza will give us democracy, education and freedom of speech.
Greece, the first country hit by the economic crisis, many say now could become the first country in this anti-austerity domino effect in all across Europe. Well, let's see and wait.
Syriza has grabbed wide support with the promises of cutting a significant chunk of the country's enormous debt. It's also pledged to reverse the biting austerity measures and provide free electricity and food subsidies for poor families. While free healthcare is offered as well for the uninsured and unemployed, they also promise to raise the minimum monthly wage while reducing the tax burden on the middle class and cracking down on the rich. MEP for Syriza, Professor George Katrougalis, thinks Greece deserves the same help that Germany got over 60 years ago.
The debt is not just a Greek problem. It is not even just a problem of the countries of the south, the countries of the European periphery. it is a European problem. Because if we have a European Union divided in countries that they cannot pay their debt, and in countries like Germany that they are gaining from that, we have a European Union that cannot anymore keep its cohesion. So what we propose is to have an international conference on debt, similar to the International Conference of 1953, which regulated the debt of Germany. It is the only way for the European Union to get out of this impasse of the austerity policies and have a reorientation towards a more social Europe.
Now, Syriza's historic victory certainly sparked contrasting reactions from all across the EU. Let's bring you some of them right now here on the programme. For example, the UK's, David Cameron, the Prime Minister there, warning the result will increase uncertainty in the EU economy. France's François Hollande saying he's actually ready to cooperate with the new Greek leadership. And the German central bank president has said he hopes the new Greek government won't make any promises that it cannot cash. Now, in the meantime, the euro has fallen sharply after Syriza's victory. The currency now at its lowest level, against the dollar, that is, in 11 years. And one former diplomat and ambassador believes the bloc has only been pushing Greece deeper into the crisis instead of following its promise and helping Greece to climb out of it.
What has happened in the last 4 years was that the European Union was destroying the people of one of its member states with the idea of trying to save it. Nothing worked. The country is in a catastrophe, and it can only become better from now on. The European Union has long ago left the European people, and it has been a European Union for the European banks. So I'm very happy that we have this change, and hopefully this change will have further repercussions in Europe.
If you can, do stay with us here on RT International. We will continue covering all the developments from Greece and further analysis of these historic election results.